All right, Shivam, how we doing? You made very common mistakes here. You didn't really do anything wrong, and of all of the math rules, this is one of the ones I hate the most. But there is a rule that you cannot have a radical on the denominator. And the reason is that you've got a repeating or a non-repeating, non-terminating decimal on the bottom of a fraction, and it just doesn't work well. Even like for computers, it won't work well because they're going to have to do some sort of an estimate. So the rule is you have to multiply by a fancy form of 1 in order to simplify the radical. So your answer here, your answer here is not wrong. Oh, come on, what's going on here? How do I get, let me do this, mousy. It's not wrong. It's not simplified, and it's irrational. Okay, so to do that, you take your 5 over 5 radical 2. What rule is being broken here? You got a radical in the denominator. What's the only thing you're allowed to do in math? What's the only thing you're allowed to multiply by in math that doesn't change the value of a term? Now, what thing can you multiply another number by and not change the value of the number? 1. That's it. So the value for 1 that we're going to choose here is radical 2 over radical 2. Okay? What do you get on top? 5 root 2. What do you get on the bottom? That's right. You get 10. And how would you simplify the fraction 5/10? Does that make sense? So for this one, you probably had, now again, you wouldn't go into the gas station and ask for 5 divided by 5 Cokes. I mean, they would think you were a moron. You'd ask for 1 Coke. You know what I'm saying? So come on, simplify, simplify, simplify. Let's see if there's any other ones that. Did you get this wrong? Okay, all right. So, I love this problem. I think part of the reason I like this problem a lot is it takes the picture. If you want to get it right, you got to draw a little set of pictures that correspond. Okay. Now in the small triangle, all we know is that this is H. Okay. Now in the medium triangle, well, here, let me do this real quick. This is probably 55 then, right? And that makes this 35. And the reason I'm showing you this is all 3 of those triangles are similar. Okay? So now I know that in the big triangle, this is 12, right? In the big one.
Yeah.
All right? And then in this is, so that's what we have here. What are we looking for? H. Okay. So I think what we want to do here is, like, we need to fill in some of this missing information. And you recognize that the short leg, that's this. Right? So maybe we should find this. Because that one is both that one and, nope, no, hold on, and this one. Okay? Alright, so, well, I know that this is 35, so let's find the red one. We'll call it X. According to the 35, what is the X? The opposite, adjacent, so we're going to use sine. So sine of 35 is x over 12. So x is 12 times the sine of 35. I'm just going to leave it for a second. I'm going to leave it like that. All right, so that's this one. That's some number. Well, look, that's the same thing. Let's see. Well, at this point, if we want to find H, let's go to, say, the medium triangle. Now let's go. So this is 12 sine of 35. Okay. And this is the 35 here. Okay. So now, according to the 35, we have opposite and adjacent. Which one is that?
This would be adjacent over.
That's opposite.
Yes.
That's adjacent. So that's tangent, right? Do you know about SOHCAHTOA? So tangent of 35 is, okay, H over 12 sine 35. So H is going to be tangent of 35 times 12 sine of 35. Got it? I'm in degree. Tangent of 35 times 12 sine of 35. Tangent 35 times, what'd you get?
4.819.
That's what I got as well. Uh-oh. 4.819. I'm in degrees, so I did something wrong there. Hold on a sec. All right, Shiva, let me do this again. Hey, yeah, 90 minus 35 is 55, right? So I didn't get any of those wrong. Let's find x. According to the 35, x is opposite, 12 is hypotenuse, right? Opposite over hypotenuse. So this is the same thing we did. Sine of 35 is x over 12. So yeah, x is 12 sine of 35. Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. Okay, regardless, we're going to get it right here. So now, let me... I don't think we're going to use tangent. That's what we screwed up. So look, you got 35 here. You got a 12 sine of 35 here, and you got your h over here. So which one's adjacent and hypotenuse?
This is adjacent.
Yep. So that's going to be cosine, right? So cosine of 35 is h over... So I don't know what I did wrong on the last one, but I definitely made a mistake. So h is 12 times the sine of 35 times the cosine of 35. There we go. Okay? Does that help?
Yes.
All right, so that's that. Here. You want to go on to your other one? All right, Shivam. We're back. So now we're going to take a look at this one, maybe? Whoops. Hit it too early. Bummer. That stinks. Use integers or fractions. Read the blue ones. I'll put this one as 100 for now. Okay? Is that it?
I do have some more, but it's from the word problems that we do on sheets.
Okay, so I'm going to end this video now. Send it your way. Boop.